Remember, lots of words coming at you. They're going to sound, don't try and hold on to them. Let them just roll over you. Wallow in it. Bioneers, day one done, day two begun. The drums thrum, waking up the hip swinging parts of us, the hearts in us, the starting dance in us. Rejoice, for Deb Lane and Avia Walking Tree say, raise your voice. Kenny and Nina, we hear you, giving thanks to us for being here. Bioneers 30th year. Remember, it seems it's more, Bioneers is more than it seems. Let's hear it for that incredible team. Right? There we go. Don't forget, Bioneers can come to you via radio, website, and local events too. The winds of synchronicity blow through it all. A subtle and powerful call that cannot stall. Nature's mentoring mastery video. Remember that? And then off we go with Kenny. Transform or perish, horror or hope, how will we cope? No less than a reimagination of civilization. This room is full to the brim with what works, and the forefront of change is coming from women. So raise the cup, it's time for society to wake the fuck up. Time to get real, like the New Deal. The impossible is becoming reality. More of the same is not a solution, it's a fallacy. CEOs worry that the public support for the system they operate in is disappearing, with Trump as the hood ornament on a failing model of capitalism. Time for economic relocalization, change percolating from the bottom up. Crisis means to decide. Open wide to the strong heart as we navigate the wall of mirrors and the tiny door in the Mayan vision. Our dreaming can shift the course of the world. Let the flags be unfurled, for the path ahead is lit like a light beam to our wildest dream. Thanks, Kenny. Then Heather McTeer-Tony arrives. Google presents environmentalists as white, a singularity, a visible lack of community. The EPA is meant to protect human health and the environment, but if the lens is single-colored, the solutions will never land. The conversation must be in a language that people understand. Then, getting onto our phones, sending pictures all over the world. Our selfies are changing the face of environmentalism real time, making a turn in the narrative line. Mums are protecting kids, getting up and going into the room where policymakers are we bloom. Getting mums and kids' voices heard. Our reasons are true. Mum and Clean Air Force is getting through to you, and she left us with this. This is the face of an environmentalist. A photo of who did the work, the leadership team. Do you remember that, what you saw on your screen? Then the video from the Congress taking on supremacies and injustice, broadening our movement. In these serious times, full of ruptures erupting, the darkness is becoming clear, so we can better strategize and steer as we hear future generations calling us on, like the wind in the sails of a ship in a storm. We are the warriors who will break the norm. Bill McKibben coming on, getting up in the morning to see how much trouble he can cause, keeping score on climate change. July, the hottest month ever recorded on planet Earth. Pictures of Greenland melting fast. Land is water on the navigational chart. Poetry standing on ice that will melt her home. This is happening fast. Do you remember that shot on the cell phone? Sinister beauty of ice collapse. This is happening all the time, in fact. 1 billion climate refugees could be in this century. We must avoid this reality. Yes. Our movement is growing fast to match the pace. Demonstrations of 7 million making the case. 10,000 Gretas inviting us to step up our game, to meet what Exxon knew was coming but never named. We slowed down the onslaught by getting in the way. We're doing well. Divestment is a material risk to Shell. We're turning on Washington, the big banks. On you we turn now. The money they provide is the fuel upon which the fires of climate change burn. So, to apply our scissors, watch the signal, but the final outcome is unknown. Though if we do not win soon, we do not win. The fight is on. Shoulder to shoulder we must carry on. Thank you, Bill McKibben. Then the first Bioneers for Valerie, calling in our ancestry. Her father and grandfather standing behind her. First person killed by a patriot post 9/11 was her uncle. From academic to activist was the shift, working where blood was fresh on the ground. But white nationalists still abound. Go back to where you came from, carrier of a suicide bomb. She said, my son is growing up in a nation that is more dangerous for him. Advocacy has not made the change. Sikh and Muslim as terrorist, black as criminal, trans and queer as immoral, not seen as a mother's child. Our humanity is sacrificed for the illusion of security. Transition is not the best name for the labor pain. Generations of women whispering, you are brave. The stage of transition is what we are in. What if this is not the darkness of a tomb, but of a womb? Will we birth the nation that has never been? Will we marshal the vision to soul this together? Yes, yes is heard, and then a tear, remember? Wiped away. Us showing up today to the labor that is love. We are the midwives. We will only survive by pushing into the fire. Revolutionary love. See no stranger, a conscious act of wonder. Tend the wounds, understand. Loving our opponents is pragmatic and strategic. Breathe and push again and again. It's a feminist intervention. Dance time, mummy? Letting joy in. Sign the declaration. If we labor, we'll last. Becoming someone's ancestral bravery arriving in the heart from the past. Then, Destiny Arts. In sync, fast to the brink, then slow-mo, all in the flow. Beautiful, powerful, gravity-defying, keeping pace with the bass like a flock, flying from the hearts. Give it up one more time for Destiny Arts. Then Nina invited stories and feedback to help Bioneers keep on track. Don't hold back, support Bioneers and contribute. Choose an amount that's meaningful to you to help this orchard keep bearing fruit. Mishka starts by thanking her mother and the fall colors, mobilizing against extraction, supported by her faith in the face of Islamophobia that justifies an intervention for oil and resources through militarization. Like Aspen, connected, we are standing together. You can see as the oceans are rising, so are we. Then finally, the Pork Hawkin video we see. He is dreaming and planning, driven by an ideal of freedom. Then onto the stage he comes. Bioneers, he says, it's not that complex. This is where ideas come to have sex. Leadership is the capacity and ability to listen to all voices. Post 9/11, he made the choice to dedicate his life to this. But what to do? Stabilization, wedges of pies left us to rely on corporations to try to get change done. People were missing and no goal, no people, no soul. Then drawdown dawned. The idea of reversing climate change formed. He says, the idea of focusing on energy didn't appeal to me. We need to be presenting information so it builds a relation. Mitigation and crusade, these are not words made to engage 99% of the people we need in this conversation. We have to get this out from undercover and stop making it about the other. Or we're back to square one where we begun. Now the science is impeccable, but with respect, the communication has been inept. We must find a way to change our minds, create the conditions to connect across the lines of division and fear, which means I have to get clear in my own heart, or I spread the blame and finger pointing, and we're back to the start. Drawdown is a container for revolutionary love. It's a no-brainer. All the way to number 7, the empowerment of women and girls. Apparently it's math, but I don't remember that in class. Catherine Core asked the question, if we don't publish, why are we here? It's time to get clear and grounded and clear. Day 1 done, day 2 begun. Step out into the noonday sun. Bioneers, let's keep on keeping on. Thank you. Have a lovely day.